Hello YouTube, this is GAMEZOMATIK and welcome back to the channel. And yeah, I'm back with a pickup video. I haven't done one of these for ages. It's been about a month and a bit since I've done the last, probably before the kids finished school. So one of my kids has gone back to school today. The other one, he is here but he's in his bedroom playing on the PlayStation 4. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity, but I've got a little bit of peace to come on and do a pickup video. So I've got quite a little bit to get through. I'm going to get through it as quick as I can because I don't want to be sat here doing a video for the next 2 hours. A lot of PS1 stuff, so if you like the old PS1, stay tuned for that. Yeah, but I'll just crack on with it because there's quite a lot to get through. So the first thing I picked up was from a car boot about 3 weeks ago. This was not long after my last pickup video. I think I went to a car boot the day after I did that, or a couple of days after I did that, and these were on the floor. These were 50p each, so I picked them up, and these are some strategy guides. So I got Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Call of Duty Black Ops. These were 50p each, so all three for £1.50. So I couldn't leave them there because I do like to pick up the old strategy guides when I see them cheap enough. A couple of handheld games here. There's no particular order to this pickup video. This is going to be just randomly throwing shit at you. So Scribblenauts on the DS. Love this game. I had this years ago when I had my original DS. This is the original game. This was £1 in a charity shop. Couldn't leave it on the shelf because I didn't actually have a copy of it. I have got, is it Scribblenauts Unlimited, I think, but I haven't got this one. Virtual Tennis. Can't beat a bit of Virtual Tennis. I like the old tennis games. I hate tennis. I don't watch it, but I do like playing it on the video games. And MotoGP. Again, not really into motorbikes or anything, but this was £1 in a charity shop. It was in good nick, so I picked it up, and it's a nice little addition to the PSP collection. Picked up a couple of Vita games, so still trying to build up that Vita collection. So got Dungeon Hunter Alliance, which is a very kind of early PS Vita game. It was, I think it might have been a launch title, and it's one I've been meaning to pick up for ages and ages, but never got around to doing it. So yeah, picked that up. Terraria. I had this on the PC, but wasn't keen on the control system, and then watched a couple of reviews, and they said the controls were, you know, pretty good on this version of it. So I picked this up, and this is really good. If you like your Minecraft and stuff like this is very similar. But it's really good sort of mobile game. We went away in the summer holidays to a couple of places overnight, and took the Vita with me, and I was playing Terraria on it. And while I was away, actually, I picked this up, which is Need for Speed Most Wanted. I played this on the PS3 and I played this on the Vita, and for me, I think this is the better version. Graphically, it translates really well to the Vita. It's one of the best looking Vita games, and I'd even go as far to say it's probably the best driving game on the Vita. It just works really well. It's a brilliant port, and yeah, it's just a lot more fun, I think, to play on the Vita. So yeah, I like the Need for Speed games anyway, or most of them. I don't like all of them. So I've got a couple of other things here, a couple of PS3 games. So these are just odds and sods I've picked up around charity shops, or I've, you know, you've gone into CEX, you've got a couple of quid on a voucher, so you picked them up. So I've got the Chronicles of Riddick, Salt and Dark Athena. I love this game. Again, this is another one I had on Steam, on the PC, and I've been meaning to get around to get the console version of it. I know there's problems on the PC with it. It's something to do with activating it. I think if you play it on the PC, you've got to deactivate it, or it won't let you play it again. It's a bit of a pain, so I just picked it up. It was only cheap. I think it was about £2 or something. Brilliant game. And it's also got Escape from Butcher Bay on it as well, which is the original Xbox original game. So Resident Evil 6. very divisive game. A lot of people don't like this game. I really enjoyed it, and I'll tell you one thing I love about Resident Evil 6 is you don't have to get your money's worth out of it, because it's like 4 whole games in one. I remember playing this and it just went on forever and ever and ever. It's massive. But being after a console copy of this, I recently picked up Resident Evil 5. So I thought I'd pick this up as well. This was I think this was £1.50 in a charity shop. Got this from CEX, had some credit, Port Royale 3. Just a game I've really been sort of interested in and never seen it at a decent price. But then I saw this for £4 and it was the gold edition. It's basically a trading game, like a strategy trading game, set in sort of colonial, the colonial Caribbean, and you sort of got trade between islands, take your ships and trade goods between all the different islands, and then you can control ships, and the ships fight each other as well. You can have sea battles. It's just a really different game, and sometimes you feel like something a bit, as much as I like sort of blowing people's heads off and things like that, sometimes you just want to chill out with a game, and this is a good game where you can just sort of chill out. So, and the last PS3 one I got, I think it's the last PS3 one I got, was Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway. Love this game. I did already have this game anyway on the PS3, but I saw it in this really nice kind of metal, I'll hold it up, sort of tin. It's kind of embossed tin. And it was only £1.50. So, and the disc was in better nick than mine as well, so I picked that up, and it's a great game. Back when Gearbox did really good games. So yeah, I got one Xbox 360 game. I recently put a new hard drive in my Xbox 360 because I only had a 60 gig drive in it, and I was kept running out of space, which is a reason really why I wasn't really buying that much on the 360. It's because I could never really install much on it, but I've been meaning to buy a new hard drive for ages, so I just bit the bullet and bought one. I think it was £18 or something for a 250 gig, which wasn't too bad, but it means I can install all my games now. So yeah, I bought this Forza Horizon. I did have this game before. I think I traded it in a while ago. I don't know why I traded it in, because I like it. I don't know, I've just got a lot of driving games, but this was $1.99 in a cash converter, so I picked it up again. I think this is actually free on Xbox Live this month, but I don't actually have Xbox Live. I don't really use my 360 that much. I just dip in and out of it. I haven't got my Xbox One anymore, I sold that, so I haven't got Xbox Live either, so I wouldn't have got it for free anyway. So for $1.99, I picked it up, and yeah, love Forza Horizon. What else have we got here? Oh, another PS3 game. I love this PS3 game. I've been after getting this for ages actually. I did have it on PC. I've actually finished it. This is one of the few games I had it originally on the Xbox 360, and it's one of the few games where I got 100% achievements on it. I got every single achievement on it. But I didn't, and again, like I got rid of a lot of 360 games a while ago, so I picked this up again, and this is Prototype 2. Love this game. This is one of the best sort of games I think of that generation, of the last generation. And this is the RANT edition, which comes in a little slipcase and a couple of like extra things on it. So original Xbox stuff. Got a couple of original Xbox games. So I got Sid and Meier's Pirates. I actually got this from CEX. I think it was £1.50, but it's really scratched the disc on it, and it's not reading the disc properly. It's got a bit. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, at the bottom there, you see it's that big line. It's got a big bloody line anyway going across it. So I need to pick up another copy. The box and the manual, everything in brilliant condition, but the disc is a bit fucked on it. So I think I'll be trying to look for another copy of that. This was like 25p in a cash converter, so I picked up. That's Amped 2. I do like my old snowboarding games, and I have got the original Amped. Just need to try and pick up Amped 3 now, because there was a third one as well that came out on the original Xbox. Oh, everything's falling over. Goblin Commander. Got this at a car boot for £1. I've just never seen it. and it intrigued me, and it looked a little bit like Overlord, kind of cross, yeah, a bit Overlord, but obviously an earlier version of it where you've got kind of hordes of goblins and you've got to move them around. So I picked that one up. Is it Sudikai or Siddiqui? I don't know how you pronounce it. Pick that up. I've seen this game loads and always sort of left it on the shelf. It's not a hard game to get hold of, but I just saw that. No, funny enough, I've seen this game loads and the cover's always been faded on it for some reason, or it's like they've left it in the sun. But I saw that I picked this one up because it was in good nick. So yeah, I actually started playing this and it was quite good. I was enjoying it. It's kind of a good kind of hack and slash RPG type game. So got a couple of PS2 games. So these are just odds and sods for the collection. So we've got Capcom Classics Collection Volume 2. I've already got Volume 1, so I picked that one up. I can't remember how much that was. I think it was £2 or a car boot or something like that. It wasn't much. Just have to excuse me, everything's fallen over again. Demon Stone on the PlayStation 2. This was £1 somewhere. I did see it on the not the 360. I saw it on the original Xbox somewhere, and was going to get it on that. But I think it was in a cash converters or a cash generator. But they wanted like £6 for it or something, and I wasn't going to pay that. And then I saw this for £1 somewhere, so I picked it up. It's all right. It's not that great. It's okay. It's okay. Graphically, it's not bad, but you know. I picked it. I've already got this game, but I picked it up anyway because it's worth quite a bit. I actually picked up 2 copies of this, and I'll explain why. I went to, is it British Heart Foundation, and they have this for 99p, and I've already got it on the original Xbox, but I've got most of my other Crash games on PlayStation, so I picked it up. And they had 2 copies of this. They had this and the Platinum version. Now this didn't have the manual in it, but the Platinum version did have the manual in it, so I bought the Platinum version home as well. So I had 2 copies of it, and when I got it home I took the manual out of the Platinum version and put it in this version to make this a complete version. So this is complete now. And then when I looked at the disc in the Platinum version, it wasn't Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. It was actually Crash Bandicoot 2 on the PlayStation 1, just the disc. So I've got a Crash Bandicoot 2 disc with no box. So yeah, so I ended up just throwing the other Wrath of Cortex box away. So picked this up because I like the Army Men games, and this one I didn't have. Army Men Air Attack Blade Revenge. I haven't actually seen this one around. I've seen loads of different Army Men games, and I've got the original Air Attack on the PS1 up there, but I didn't even know that they'd made like a PS2 sequel to it. So yeah, Army Men Air Attack Blade Revenge, which is not dissimilar from like Soviet, is it Nuclear Strike and Soviet Strike and all them kind of games. You're kind of flying around in a helicopter doing various missions. I got this game from a car boot a couple of months ago, and when I came home it had the wrong disc in it. So while I was away in the summer holidays, I saw it in a CEX for £3, so I picked it up again. Typical CEX. Got out the shop, looked in it, didn't have a manual in it. But I already had the manual and the case anyway, so I just again swapped it all out. Got a complete copy. Spy vs Spy, so which is a very fun game. So it's a good nick as well. So yeah, and again picked this up. It was £1 or something. No, actually no, this was 20p in cash converters. And this is Disney Golf. I love Disney and I love golf. So I don't love golf actually. I have no interest in golf whatsoever. I don't know why I said that. But I like golf games. I don't like golf, but I do like golf games, and this is one I didn't have. And this is pretty good actually. I thought it'd be crap, but it's very much like Everybody's Golf or something like that. So just gonna have a little drink. So that's all like the PS2 original Xbox sort of stuff. The bulk of this pickup video is actually PS1 games. So I'll get to that in a minute. So we got some modern stuff now, if you like, or this generation stuff that I've been picking up. So yeah, where should we start? We'll start with Lego. Me and my little boy have been playing a lot of Lego games, and while we were so we picked up a load of Lego games, and we've kind of been sharing them between us. So picked up Lego Marvel Superheroes. Most of these I've already got again on the PC, but I wanted them on console. Good thing about having them on consoles, I can play them with him because he's got his own PS4, so we can sort of sit down with each other and play them. I picked up Lego Avengers. That was mainly for him because he wanted it, so he's been playing that. This was on deal. This was actually in a deal in was it Granger Games? It was on offer. It was their deal of the week. I went in and it was their deal of the week. I think it was £10 or £12 or something around that. It might have been a bit more than that. I can't remember, but it was pretty cheap anyway. As I haven't even opened this, it's still factory sealed. That's Jurassic Park. I have played this on the PC, but I love the Lego games. I will play them again. So yeah, Lego Jurassic Park. Sounds like the disc's loose in there. Let's open it. And of course, this is the one I've been playing. I've actually been playing this one and absolutely loving it. And that is Lego The Force Awakens, which is brilliant. But I love all the Lego games. There isn't one I don't like. The only one I've not played is Harry Potter, because I'm not really into Harry Potter. I've got to be honest. It just hasn't never really appealed to me. Although I'm sure I might pick it up one day. So another game I picked up. This is a game I've been meaning to play for ages, and I saw this. This is like the special edition, so I picked it up. And this is Republic. Now, this was a game that originally actually came out on the iPad, but then was converted to consoles. And this is the sort of collector's edition, so you get. I'll open it up and show you what you get in it. You get kind of. If I open it. So you get the game. And you get the manifesto. I'm not going to explain what the manifesto is. If you play the game, you'll understand what the manifesto is. It's actually quite a big part of the plot within the game. Little book sort of, and you also get the like the soundtrack CD, which is nice. And you know, I'm always up for these little extras. I think, you know, they're a nice touch. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what Republic is, there was a game that came out on the PC a couple of years ago called was it called Experiment? Is it 1112 or something like that? And Republic is very similar. Basically, this girl that's on the cover, she's kind of trapped in this prison, and it's kind of set in in the future, in sort of a what's it called? I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's a bit kind of like 1984. Where everyone's being watched by cameras, and you can't have free thought or expression. And this girl's got trapped, wakes up and she's trapped. And you basically play the camera operator of the place she's trapped in, or the security officer. And you've got to guide her out of this place using the cameras within the facility. So so it's kind of a combination of you switching between security cameras and guiding her out of this facility. If you like your stealth games, this is a really, really good stealth game. Don't be put off by the fact that there's a female lead in it or whatever, or it's not an action game. It's a really, really good stealth game. There's loads of little parts where you do hacking in it and things like that. And I was really impressed with it, actually. I've kind of been playing this game, Deus Ex. I've not long finished that, so I'm going to get back into this one because this is a really solid stealth game, and it's just unusual because, like I said, it's one of these where you do directly control their movement, but you've got to guide her through using these security cameras. You know, all the whole game is seen through the eyes of a security system within this facility she's trapped in. So yeah, it's a really interesting game. Just mentioned it, of course. Love this series. Been waiting ages for this. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I have finished it once. Liked it so much about the t-shirt because I love Deus Ex. I don't think it's as good as the last one. Well, I think it is in some ways. I think it's good. Graphically, it's better and everything. I just don't think it's as big as the last one. And I get a feeling they've kind of taken bits out of it and they're going to sell you them as the add-on packs. Or something like that. I don't know. It just didn't seem as big as the last one. But that doesn't make it... It's still better than most of the games that are out there. And it's an absolutely fantastic game. I just wish the hub world was slightly bigger in this one. Because I remember playing the... what was the other one called? What's it called? Deus Ex. Do you know something just splits my mind? I'm looking up there because it's up there. Human Revolution, that's it. When I played Human Revolution, it took me ages to get through that game. It took me absolutely ages. And it only took me about a week to get through this one. And I was playing it on hard as well. I went straight in on the hardest difficulty setting. So, yeah, brilliant game. But I would have liked it to have been a little bit longer. Maybe I just wanted it to be longer because I enjoyed it so much. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, I was sad that it was over. I don't know, but it's a really, really good game. So, picked up this because it was cheap. I've already got it on PS3, but it normally goes for about 12 quid or something on the PS4. And I saw it for 3 quid. Call of Duty Ghosts, so I picked it up on the PS4. I've been playing this game as well. Probably the most divisive game ever released. I've never heard so much of furore about a game, and that is No Man's Sky. I'm not going to go too much about what I think about this game. I really like it, actually. But I didn't follow the whole hype train thing. I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, obviously all these videos have come out saying this guy promised this, that and the other. I hadn't seen any of them videos. I didn't know there was supposed to be factions in it. I didn't know that you were supposed to be battling big starships in it. I didn't know any of that. All I knew about this before I bought it was that you got in a ship and you went to different planets and you saw different creatures and that you mined some resources. And so that's all I kind of expected from it. And it kind of delivered on that for me. It is repetitive, I've got to say that. It's one of those games where I'd say the first 5 or 6 to 10 hours of it, you'll be amazed. And then you'll be like, oh, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. This game heavily needs patching. I'm not going to grumble on about it because so much has been said about this game. But all I can say about this game, it's a good game if you can pick it up for about 15 to 20 quid. For a £60, this should never have been released as a AAA price. This was made by an indie developer as an indie game, and it should have come out between 15 and 20 pounds. And had it been brought out at that price point, I don't think it would have got half the shit it's got. But the fact that Sony or Hello Games or whoever decided to release it as a AAA game at a AAA price, they need shooting, because it was just a stupid decision to make. But is it a bad game? It's not a bad game, it just doesn't do what they promised it would do. But that doesn't make it a bad game within its own right. So I've still been having quite a lot of fun with it. I can't sit here and slag it off because I've enjoyed playing it. So yeah, No Man's Sky. So the rest of the stuff that I've got here is all PlayStation stuff. Now, anyone who watched my last video that I did on the channel, which was all about, I'll put a link. It's this video that I'm going to point to, and I'll put it here. About me moaning about charity, about the servers I got in a charity shop. Well, I won't go over it all again, but basically what it is, I went to a charity shop and it was sort of closed, and I asked them to show me some games so I could come back and get them, and they wouldn't. And I went away from that experience and I was pretty pissed off. But being a kind of collector and sort of a gaming enthusiast, I couldn't kind of help myself, and I ended up going back to the shop the next day anyway, because I'd seen these 2 big stacks of PlayStation 1 games, but I didn't know what games they were, and it was kind of bugging me, even though I'd had that bad experience, that I might be missing out. And I'm glad I went back, because I got a big haul of PlayStation 1 games. Now, not all these games I'm going to show are from that haul, but I'll mention the ones that were. So yeah, I went back and I ended up buying 20. There was 20 games there, PS1 games, and they were 99p each. So now some of them I haven't got anymore, because some of them I already had and I bought them anyway, and I sold them. I sold them on eBay, because I knew I'd make more money out of them than what I paid for them. Which I know as collectors we always moan about lizards and people, you know, resellers and things, but we're all resellers really. You know, we all buy stuff, and you know, if I've got 2 or something, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to sell it on and use that money towards something else. So these are some of the, so like some of the games that were in it that I got rid of, where they had G Police, there was Resident Evil Nemesis, a game I already had. God, what else was in it? There was about 8 of them. Dire Trilogy 1 and 2. There was about 8 or 9 games out of the 20 that I already had. So I kind of swapped the boxes over, because these were all in brilliant condition, by the way. These were all mint condition. I don't even think half of them had ever been played. So I kind of pinched all the good boxes and put some of the games that I had in crap boxes, and then put that as a bundle on eBay, and I sold it anyway. I think I made about 25-26 quid out of it, so which wasn't bad considering I only paid 20 for all this. So but the games I had left of these, so I got Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, which is a game that I didn't have. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, I know there's a bit of a reflection there, which is another one I didn't have. These are all immaculate as well. I mean, absolutely immaculate. Space Invaders, and as you can see, they're all complete with the manuals. You know, they're all really good. I mean, there's not a mark on them. I don't know if it was someone who used to work at HMV, because they all have HMV stickers on the back, who's kind of took a load of stock home and left them there and never used them. Battle Tanks Global Assault, which is a bit of a weird game. London Racer, which I'm actually made up. I got this because I've already got even it's not a great game, like, but I've already got is it European Racer or Europe Racer? Saltwater Sports Fishing, which I haven't played yet. It doesn't really appeal to me, but again, it was 99p, so I wasn't going to leave it there. Ridge Racer Revolution, which is great because I didn't actually have this game, so I made up to get a copy of this, and again, in brilliant condition, absolutely mint condition, really nice. Whoever's had these either never played them or just really looked after them. What else was there? Just a couple of others. Oh, this is another one I got. Buggy, a game I've never heard of. I've not tried this game out yet, so. Croc 2, which I was happy to get because I've got Croc 1 and I didn't have Croc 2. Again, I just can't emphasize how good a condition these are. They're really good condition. Oddworld Abe's Exodus, again another game I didn't have. It's got both discs in it. Really nice condition. These were all 99p each. I think this is the last one. Oh no, there's two more. Quake 2. And this one I have been after for ages, and I've been watching this on eBay for about a year, and it's never gone below about a tenner. And which isn't a lot, but I'm tired. I didn't want to pay a tenner for it. And this was immaculate, and I'm just made up I've got it, and that is Resident Evil Survivor. So yeah, all them were 99p each. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 there, and there was 8 left, and I sold the other 8. So and all them were under £20 for the lot. So yeah, that's probably definitely my haul of the month. And there's also some other PS1 games, and these are the last couple of games now. And these were all from Car Boot, except 2 which were off eBay. So there was Wipeout, which is I'm glad to get a copy of, but it isn't in the most amazing. The disc and everything's in good condition, but I think the little thing at the front here, the inlay there, has been slightly water damaged, because you know when you get them and they're a little bit sort of wrinkly crinkly or whatever. Yeah, it's a bit like that. This was £1 at a Car Boot. War Games, which is actually quite a fun game. War Games DEFCON 1. This was a couple of quid at a Car Boot. Again, really good condition. And that is Heart of Darkness. I know this has been out in a couple of different formats. I'm not too sure. I'm sure I might be wrong. This has come out like in a fat case in a double. I might be wrong about this, but anyway, yeah, Heart of Darkness. It is a 2-disc game, so it might have come out in the double. But this even included the little 3D goggles that you get, and it's actually quite hard to find one with the goggles in it, because they normally go missing. But this was was in really almost mint condition, so I was lucky to get that. And that was, like I said, that was £1 at a Car Boot sale. So these are all off the same guy actually at this Car Boot. Rugrats, Studio Tour. Love the Rugrats. So does my little boy. Eliminator. I think this was off another store. This was about 50p. A game I've never even heard of, to be honest. But if it's a PS1 game and it's cheap enough, I'll pick it up. And the last 2 games I've got today are 2 games that I got off eBay, and 2 games I've been after a while. And these came up as a bundle. I think it cost me a tenner, but I didn't mind paying a £5 each, because I love these games and I've been after them for ages. And that is Gex 3D. Enter the Gecko. Actually, the games that I sold from that charity shop paid for these. The money I made on eBay, I bought these with it. So yeah, Gex 3D, Enter the Gecko, and the sequel, which is Gex Deep Cover Gecko. 2 really, really fantastic games. So yeah, I made up to get these 2, because back in the days these were 2 of my kind of favourite games. And yeah, that's it for this month. So not a massively long, not as long as I thought it'd be. I think we were on about half an hour. So yeah, so that's what I basically picked up over the last month or so. So yeah, thanks for watching. I shall be back with some more videos now the kids have gone back to school and everything. I should be able to make a little bit more content and do some more stuff. I've done a gameplay sort of impressions video of a game, which should be out later this week. I just need to record my audio for that, and then yeah, should be some more videos coming on the channel. I just want to say thanks once again to any new subscribers that have joined the not joined my channel, but you know, added you. Thank you very much. I'm nearly at that 300 subscriber mark, which I'm absolutely made up about, because it wasn't that long ago but I only hit 100. So to nearly be at 300 is absolutely fantastic. So I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching and keeping with me, because I know I haven't made that much content lately. So take care of yourselves, and I shall be back with another video soon. See you later. Bye.